Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. My name is Karis. I'm starcasting to you from the City of Angels. Welcome and thank you so much for being here and listening to the Voice of Astrology podcast. This is your astrology cosmic superpower for the week beginning Sunday, September 28th through Saturday, October 4th, 2025. Let's journey together with astrology and explore how to connect with the stars, the planets, the energies for our new week ahead. Sunday, the Sun's Day, we are starting off the week this September 28th with the moon in Jupiter-ruled Sagittarius. Jupiter is now exalted in the sign of Cancer. The moon in Sagittarius makes a square aspect of action to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Pisces also ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the greater benefic, the guardian angel. It's blessings and bestowing upon you the increase of positivity and support. Saturn is the greater malefic. The greater malefic Saturn in the sign of Pisces, which is the ending. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, and the ending, it's over. So the wall, the blocks of Saturn, the greater malefic, this square is catapulting yourself over the walls, the blocks from the past. It's over, it's done with. So whichever way you catapult, go over the wall of Saturn, go around the wall of Saturn. This aspect, as we are starting off the week, is about just reaching for the stars, making your dreams come true, and not allowing anything from the past be a block, be a wall that holds you back. This is a beautiful aspect of action into the bright, beautiful future that you will have with this moon in Sagittarius, making the square to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. The Jupiter-ruled, Jupiter exalted in Cancer is just beautiful for creating home, family, love, all of the wonderful things, your emotional body. Jupiter in Cancer. This is a beautiful aspect to start off our sun's day. We also have today the moon in Sagittarius making a sextile aspect of opportunity to Mercury, the planet of communication, in cardinal air Libra. This is getting a conversation started in a very positive way. Moon in Sagittarius makes an inconjunct aspect to Jupiter exalted in Cancer, and the moon in Sagittarius makes a fire trine flow to Chiron, the wounded healer, in Aries. This is not only the future, but this has a lot to do with traveling physically, emotionally, psychologically. The cosmic energy of this Sunday is that the best is yet to come. Expect all good things. The future can and will be bright. Monday, the moon's day, September 29th, we have the second quarter moon at 7 degrees Capricorn. Now, the moon in Capricorn, its detrimental placement is making a square aspect to the sun in Libra, cardinal air Libra, which is its fall placement. The two lights, the two luminaries, the sun and the moon, they are by dignity not in their strongest placements. Think of it as the lights are out, the lights are dim. And with this aspect here, even though it's a Monday and most people are off to work, starting off their work week on a Monday, this is relax, take it easy. It is an aspect here in astrology where to feel pushed into making a decision, to feel like you have to take on even more workload, wait until the conditions are better. Because again, with the moon, the furthest away from its natural home placement in Cancer, and the sun in Libra in its fall placement, just go easy on yourself on this Monday. Would be great if you could take the day off, but a lot of us, we can't take the day off. We do the best we can and preserve and take care of your energy. Also, we have the moon in Capricorn making a square aspect to Neptune in Aries, an inconjunct aspect to Uranus in Gemini, a sextile to Mars in its domicile in Scorpio, and then, of course, with the sun-moon square, which is our second quarter crossover point as we are moving towards the full moon coming up in Aries. You do the best you can, but take care of your energy and pace yourself as we are starting off this Monday moon's day. Tuesday, Mars's day, September 30th, we have wisdom in action. Mars is in its home placement of Scorpio. It is its strongest and most effective placement for the placement of Mars. We also have Jupiter exalted in Cancer, which is wisdom. So Mars and Jupiter, they're friendly. They like each other. They support each other. And so the wisdom in action is about all of the experience you've been through in life, the lessons learned, some hard lessons learned. Take the wisdom, which is the knowledge you have because you lived it, you experienced it, and see how you can put this into action with the Mars and its domicile in water, fixed water, Scorpio. Now, the wisdom is highlighted here from the cosmos in the area of emotions because we're looking at Jupiter and Mars in water signs, Scorpio and Cancer. So what you have learned, the wisdom you have gained, connected to trusting how you feel, trusting your instincts, when you have that emotional intelligence of just knowing something is right or if something doesn't feel right for you. This is a big highlight from the cosmos for your wisdom in action. Also today we still have the moon in Capricorn making an earth trine flow to Venus in her fall placement of Virgo. The moon in Capricorn makes a square aspect to Mercury in cardinal air Libra, and the moon in Capricorn makes an opposition aspect to Jupiter exalted in Cancer. Wednesday, Mercury's Day, October 1st, we have Mercury in Libra making a square aspect of action to Jupiter exalted in Cancer. This is, if you don't want something repeated, then you can be sure it will not be repeated if you don't say anything about it. Now, the Mercury in Libra, this is an important decision that you are in the process of making. But the cardinal air Libra with Mercury wants to talk about it, wants to air this out. Libra looks at all the different sides and angles to a situation because it wants the final decision to be fair and happy for everyone. But this Mercury in Libra is making a square aspect of action to Jupiter over the top that just keeps going, exalted in Cancer. Now, Jupiter is all of the publicity, the social media, your private social media pages, but also the social media platforms that we see all over the world. The bottom line with this is just reassure yourself and know that if you are not ready for something to be talked about, to be repeated, to be posted on social media platforms, don't say it to begin with. Also today we have the moon moving into fixed air Aquarius. The moon in Aquarius makes a sextile aspect of opportunity to Neptune in Aries. Moon in Aquarius makes a lovely air trine flow to the planet Uranus in Gemini. That also brings in the news in gossip. The moon in Aquarius makes a conjunction to Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So a lot of air, a lot of communication, a lot of movement with these air and fire elements. Just know and reassure yourself, if you don't want something to be posted publicly or to be talked about and repeated, don't say it to begin with. Thursday, Jupiter's Day, October 2nd, the cosmos is highlighting for us to give yourself a mental, intellectual break. Give your mind some space. We've got the moon in fixed air Aquarius today making a lovely air trine flow to the sun in cardinal air Libra. So now we have the two lights, the two luminaries, the moon and the sun supporting each other in the element of air. So this up close personal need is to give yourself some mental air and space. This is a feeling of when you're taking a drive and you're not really focused intensely on anything. You're just driving and listening to music, enjoying the scenery around you, or perhaps you're taking a walk, you're window shopping, you're just meandering and roaming around, again, without focusing so intensely in your mind on something or a problem that needs to be solved. You're just giving your mind a rest. You're giving your mind some space with the sun and moon in an air trine flow. Also, we've got the moon in Aquarius making a square aspect to Mars in fixed water Scorpio. The moon in Aquarius makes an inconjunct aspect to Venus in her fall placement of Virgo. So again, we need this from time to time where you're meditating, you're meandering, you're just giving yourself that space, that room to breathe and let your mind breathe. Inhale, and exhale as we give this beautiful day of a mental rest. Just take some time for yourself. As busy as you are, there's always something we need to get done, but this is a need for some space. Friday, Venus's day, October 3rd, we have the moon entering mutable water Pisces, ruled by Jupiter, making a square aspect to the planet Uranus, retrograde in Gemini, ruled by Mercury. Now, know that you and you alone are in charge of how you feel, how you react emotionally. You are the boss, the authority of your own feelings, emotions, and reactions. With the moon in Pisces making a square aspect to unsettling, unexpected planet Uranus in Gemini, which is gossip, the news, the he said, she said, whether what you're hearing is true or not, the importance of this aspect, what the cosmos is highlighting for you, is that you are the authority of your own emotions and how you react or don't to these emotions. Because with the moon square this Uranus, there is so much information that is coming at us all of the time in the news. This is the Uranus in Gemini, that first of all, again, is it true or is it not true? Is it over exaggerated? With the moon in Pisces ruled by Jupiter, Jupiter is publicity. Jupiter is overboard, over exaggerated. Yes. So again, you have the power. You are the one that decides how you will take in the information, react to the information. If you will wait and be patient and ask yourself, is this really true or not? And whether it is or not, how will I respond? Moon square the planet Uranus. How will I respond to what I'm hearing, the gossip, what is being said? It's what we are hearing around the world. So try to pace yourself, keep yourself calm. Try to always count to 10 before we say or do something. With this moon square the planet Uranus retrograde. The retrograde is where we can get into a loop in our own mind. The retrograde in Gemini, which is Mercury ruled. We can obsess, we can get into a mental loop, so to speak, and just keep going around and around the same thing that's being said and or what we're hearing, and get ourselves all worked up with the moon and Jupiter ruled Pisces. Before the moon moves into Pisces today, we have the moon in Aquarius making an air trine flow to Mercury in cardinal air Libra. Now, the moon trine Mercury in Libra, Libra being ruled by Venus. This is the inner dialogue, the moon trine Mercury in Libra, and the things that you say to your conscious and subconscious mind. The moon is the subconscious mind. So when you tell yourself how intelligent you are, how beautiful you are, this is Mercury in Libra, how you are the artist, Libra, the creator of your own life and the beauty and love in your life. When you do this, always, but this is the moon in Aquarius trine Mercury in Libra before the moon goes into Pisces and makes that square to Uranus. The self-talk, the inner talk, helps you to stay nice and peaceful with the moon trine Mercury in Libra. And also think about it this way, if you will. When you know and embrace that you are the authority of how you feel and react always, that you don't allow yourself to be easily manipulated by the news and publicity, which is clearly trying to manipulate your emotions and how you feel. When you are the authority over that, and you tell yourself in the inner dialogue how beautiful and fabulous and blessed you are and how loved you are, your self-esteem, the love you have for yourself, Libra, love, Venus, that will just jump up exponentially as far as how good you feel about yourself, that you take some time, you keep things in balance, Mercury in Libra, and you just wait and see to see what's true, what's not true, and that you're not going to allow yourself to be easily reactive to the things we're seeing and hearing around us. With this moon in Pisces, square Uranus retrograde in Gemini, and you're not going to just go around and around in the same obsessive thoughts, knowing what kind of toll that takes on you, your body, your health, and the world around you. Saturday, Saturn's Day, October 4th, some enchanted evening. The aspects are so romantic. We've got the moon in Pisces, the sun in Libra. Now, the moon in Pisces, they have an underneath understanding of each other. They reflect each other. And the moon in Pisces, sun in Libra is romantic. It's gentle. It's soft. It's the mystery and magic of romance. This aspect here, as we are closing out the week, and it's Saturday, it's a weekend, it's about the romance. Set the beautiful setting of candles, music, soft music. Maybe you'll watch a great old-time movie like Roman Holiday with Audrey Hepburn. Something that makes you feel good, where you're being really kind and gentle to yourself. The cosmos is highlighting for us as we close out the week how essential, how important it is to be kind to yourself, to have softness and gentleness, not just today, but always. This is a cosmic essential power, the need for romance. The human need we all have to make your heart feel happy, to make your heart feel light. Also today, we've got the moon in Pisces making a water trine flow to Mars in fixed water Scorpio. So the moon in Pisces, Jupiter ruled. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer with Mars in its domicile placement of fixed water Scorpio. This is just very strong, creative, and enchanting, charming creativity with moon in Pisces trying the water flow of fixed water Scorpio in its domicile. We also have Mercury in Libra ruled by Venus making an inconjunct aspect to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. This is a great aspect for discipline. If you are a writer, that's Mercury with this inconjunct aspect to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. This is fabulous for any creative project, especially writing, communication, where you are taking beautiful memories from the past or not and channeling it into a form of communication. Now, everything is communication, not just writing. The clothes you wear, the things you say, the things that you create. You could think of it this way, that everything is communicating to you all of the time. So with this Mercury in Libra making this inconjunct aspect to Saturn retrograde in Pisces, what are you communicating and how do you want to create with that and channel that? Again, the Mercury in conjunct to Saturn is when we create the discipline to say, I'm going to sit down and do this every day, make it a habit no matter what. Beautiful aspect, lovely placements, so romantic as we close out this week. Thank you, everyone. Have a fabulous week, and I will see you all in the stars.